Hello, my name is Davila, and my term project topic is cognitive ability between human and apes. I'm mainly be focusing on the chimpanzees on my presentation for today. What is cognitive ability? Cognitive ability is the general mental capability involving reasoning, problem solving, planning, abstract thinking, complex idea comprehension, and learning from experience. So, as an individual, we start to develop these abilities at a young age due to children being curious to explore and figure things out. An example of this is when children begins to take its first steps. They're eager to explore their surroundings and see what they do. This leads to expanding their memory, judging, evaluating, and many more skills. This also ties back to chimpanzees as they see older chimpanzees do certain things such as making tools out of the stick to get insects out of a tree to eat them. Um, they don't master these skills in the first tries. It does take a couple tries for them to master it, but it is an example of disability as they are um, building their mental capability on these tools that they see from their older parents and comprehending and then learning more importantly from experience. This is why early years is very important for developing as a brain of observing all this information to be able to develop and master these skills I had mentioned earlier with the chimpanzee and with the tools. Why I chose this topic? I mainly chose this topic because I was always curious about how similar humans were to chimpanzees, as chimpanzees were the last common ancestor. As I took this class, I was fortunate enough to have a module that explained a little bit about it. And I was a little bit, eager to keep on learning. So I did do a little more research and I got the chance to make this my topic. So it kind of just all tied back in and I was pretty much learning and also solving my questions I had about the difference between chimpanzees and humans. As we know, chimpanzees are our last common ancestors and have similar abilities as we do. Our brain size is around 3 times the size of a chimpanzee. This leads to chimpanzees being limited to do certain cognitive tasks that humans are able to accomplish. Lastly, this topic interests me because it shows how every ancestor has changed in progress. As you can see in the image on the right, it shows the evolution of a chimpanzee and then it eventually leads to a human as we are right now. How similar are chimps and toddlers? Toddlers and chimps are actually very similar at a young age. They use the same gestures to get attention between the age of 12 to 24 months old. And a study was actually done to show these gestures as they observed roughly about 13 babies. And it showed that there was an overlap of 90% of the movements being used between the chimpanzee and the human. There was a total of 46 same movements to communicate that starts from stomping, crying, and pointing. This being said, chimps and toddlers develop at a really slow rate, meaning they depend heavily on adult care to survive, such as walking, eating, talking, and using tools to get food. Moving forward, social development is very important for toddlers and chimps because it starts to develop their cognitive skills I had mentioned in the previous slide. And brain development between chimpanzees and humans. So the question of the day is, at what age do humans outsmart chimpanzees and we keep on developing skills that chimpanzees are no longer to complete no more? And this is not until the age of 4 years old when the human brain outsmarts the chimpanzee brain. The reason is that at the age of 4, the human brain has developed enough to allow them to forecast multiple outcomes. So this means that as a human, we're able to take in consideration multiple scenarios and not just one. This is a skill that chimpanzees are not able to master. So an experiment was conducted between a girl of age 4 and a chimpanzee, was to catch the ball coming down from the tube, as well to cover the two holes on the pole. So that being said, the girl was able to process what the adult was asking to be completed and was able to do the task on the first couple of tries. However, the chimpanzee was not able to accomplish this task. It did catch the ball, but it was not able to catch the ball where the two holes were aligned in the tube. This leads to the chimpanzee being upset and showing anger actions, such as screaming and moving their hands up and down. And the main reason about this is the brain size between the humans and the chimpanzees. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.